Hi guys!
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Couch Critics
Today we're gonna be reviewing Xmas,
in the spirit of Christmas.
and also we wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas,
Yes,
everyone.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
We hope that you're having a great holiday so far, and we wish you a very happy Christmas to you and your family.
Yes, and happy holidays.
Yeah,
All right, so Xmas.
Xmas. Just
So
gonna place my mug. Okay, Xmas. Xmas is about two separated exes. I mean, they're called exes because they're separated. But anyways, who are stuck together during Christmas and they have to spend the same Christmas together. And why is that? It's because the Ali, who's played by Leighton Meester, decided to hijack her ex-boyfriend's family
yeah,
Christmas reunion, and she didn't really give him a choice. So when he saw her there, he decided that she had to leave, and they started this weird bet where they had to convince each other to leave.
yeah, it was like a competition. Who's gonna be kicked out of the family Christmas?
Yeah.
Which I found was so funny because it's
Mm.
Graham's family. Imagine kicking like a guy from
From his
his.
own family. That's
Yeah,
wild.
that's very bold of Ali.
Yeah.
Um, yeah.
So it is your typical Hallmark movie that subscribe into every cheesy cliche that you find in every Christmas movie.
Literally every cheesy
Yeah.
cliche. Like I couldn't
Mm.
stop thinking about the TikToks that make fun of these movies while watching
Yeah.
this because it
Yeah.
every single cliche they just put it. The bakery, Ali has a bakery, obviously. She had an accountant job, but she quit to
Mm.
be to like start doing bakeries. Graham had a deadline on the 24th of December and he works in marketing. And then there's the family. There was this the lesbian sister, the black love interest,
Mm.
and it's just a bunch of it's like it's a recipe and it all
And
fit there.
also the encounter, their first like encounter again after they broke up, like the wow effect of like, oh my god, you again.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's the same thing where like they're from a small town, they run into each other in like the most unexpected place ever, and it's like the same Hallmark movie ever, like that was ever made over and over again. I
Yeah.
don't even know what we're gonna say about this movie.
I just found a lot of things that didn't work that were just funny. So in one
Mm.
of the scenes, there was only one bathroom
Yeah,
that Graham needed to use the bathroom, but Ali was using it. Mind you, the house is gigantic.
yeah.
Like they have like two-story house, maybe even three. They have a basement. Like the house is really big. We see it from the outside, and they only have one bathroom. Is that like they even have the big spiral staircase in
It's
the
true.
middle of the house? But yeah, so there's just a lot of things that didn't make sense to me in the movie.
Also, I don't understand why isn't she spending her Christmas with her friends? Why is she so adamant on spending her Christmas with her
Her
ex's
ex.
family? Like it's just so weird and so unrelatable and so such a Hallmark movie move.
Yeah. Yeah, because she did have friends in the beginning of the movie and then they just disappeared. It's as if they added those characters just to explain to us that she likes her ex's family. And I feel like there's more creative way of adding these details or bringing back those characters. Why do you put two people in the beginning of the movie and then just make them disappear? I feel it was inconsistent there. But yeah, that's the other thing.
I also feel like the cast didn't fit right with the roles.
It's not, yes, I do agree that, but I think that it made sense. I wouldn't see anybody else making this movie work. I don't think the movie completely works, but I feel like you really need good actors, and I'm a huge fan of Leighton Meester. I loved her in Gossip Girl. I think she's a really good actress,
Mm.
and I don't think any. I think it really takes good actors to be able to take this movie seriously and not laugh through it because the acting was good. I think the acting was good. Maybe the cast doesn't fit. She does look older than the guy. I don't know if that's what you meant by the cast not fitting.
Mm.
But yeah, it's sometimes, yeah.
No, I wasn't referring to the age. It was more in a sense of like it was what she was doing seemed to me like too much. It was too much of everything, and I almost like it seemed very Blair Waldorf ish
Yeah,
type of acting, but that type of acting, that kind of over the top behaviors and mimics and like comedic like acting fits in the Gossip Girl world, but it
yeah.
did not fit for me in this movie. It was a bit too much.
I did not think of comparing her to Blair Waldorf because even though, yeah, what she now that you're
Yeah.
saying it, it makes a lot of sense. Because I think that what she did not make any sense. I don't think any of the actions of Ali were justifiable. It doesn't sound like a
Hmm.
nice character or someone. Why would you put your ex through so much trouble, especially that she's the one who broke up with him, and then you show
Exactly.
up to celebrate Christmas with his own family and try to get him kicked out? That was just too much. And yes, it does, now that you're comparing it with Blair Waldorf, it does make sense. But I feel like the writers also wanted to give Ellie some sort of a good side, like a caring side,
Mhm.
because she is the kind of person who stayed in touch with the whole family and she knew about the family's stories and she would help the brother with his homeworks and the parents and everything. So she was a caring person with everybody, but with Graham, it does.
Also, for when it comes to the breakup reason, she broke up with him because he wanted to focus on his job. It's really weird to me, and she was only happy when he quit his job and he was jobless. And so Leighton was, I mean, Ali was seemed really happy that he was quitting his job, and it just doesn't make sense. Like in any other movie, she would be portrayed as the toxic ex, but like in this one, we're supposed to believe that Graham is his name is Graham, right?
Yeah,
He is the toxic one, but it doesn't make sense. Even like Graham's accent, I think his name is Robin Amell. I'm not sure, but his accent was much more believable.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't know why, but like it just he wasn't over the top. It wasn't too much. And when I think of over the top accent, I'm just thinking about this scene that struck me the most because it was just so uncomfortable to watch. They're like going into this shop with the goat scene, and like
yeah,
Leighton is flirting with this guy, and it's just too much. It's just too
yeah.
over the top. And I understand that this is like every Hallmark movie's signature, but I don't like. I feel like it's about time to raise the bar to
Hmm.
what's to like get better Hallmark movies.
I don't think these movies were always bad. Like if you look back at
Yeah.
older holiday movies that were really good. Like for
Mm,
example, The Holiday. I think this is one of my favorite holiday movies.
yeah.
It's so good. The writing is so like smooth and it's a nice and I feel it's nice. And I feel like right now people just took this one example and they want to recreate the same thing over and over again. But I feel like movies in general are like evoluting,
Evolving.
evolving. Thank you. They're evolving so much and the holidays movies are staying the same.
Because we have like so our expectations when it comes to Hallmark movies are so low that they don't even try anymore. When like I don't know a single person who watches a Christmas movie and goes into it thinking that, oh my god, this is gonna be great. This is gonna be a movie that changes up my life. But why not? There's so much to explore when it comes to this Christmas thematic. You have all of this beautiful chaos that surrounds family reunions that could be explored and that could be made into a dramatic movie or a comedic movie. Also, you have movies, the Christmas movies that could be made about friends and all the chaos that goes around that, around the preparation, the reunion, different characters clashing together, the past trauma that comes back, and it's just such an interesting thing that you could do so much with as a director, and it's never taken seriously. Like
Yeah.
people just do the bare minimum when it comes to Christmas movies, and I feel like it's such a shame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point, people just want to make holiday movies because they know people are going to watch it. And it's not because I feel like in general, when people make a movie, it's because they have something to say.
Mm,
But when you have holiday movies, people just want something to sell, not like they just want, to make anything regarding the holidays. I did not think it was a holiday movie at all, besides the Christmas
same.
decoration like the Christmas theme or like the Christmas dinner.
Mm-hmm.
This could have been any other, this could have happened at any other time, same script, same
Yeah.
thing, and it wouldn't have been that much different. Or it could have happened, for example, at Easter or anything. It just, it didn't feel related to Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like that's what was missing.
I totally agree. What do you think would make a good Christmas movie?
I don't know, like maybe adding personal values, like the sense of being with families. I mean, Graham was gonna lose celebrating. He was not gonna, he was gonna be celebrating Christmas alone. He was not gonna celebrate it with his family.
Mm-hmm.
And that is, I think that's something very sad, especially if you're not doing that because of your ex. So maybe add more feelings there, because I don't think there was feelings. I feel like it was very much of a caricature, or like a comedy or a satire. He was just mad on the surface, and something was missing. I don't know whether it's the writing or
Mm-hmm.
something was missing in the story to make us feel bad for Graham, because all along when I was watching the movie, I was like, they're going to make up by the end and they're going to celebrate Christmas all
Yeah.
together and they're going to be very happy. But what if they didn't? I wanted to doubt that, but obviously I didn't, because we know where this was going. So I think it was missing more mystery, it was missing more feelings, missing a deeper story, because I feel like this could have been a good movie if they made a bit more effort.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
Um, I think that doing the bare minimum would work, which is just coming up with like key points that are relatable. Also, I'm currently thinking about the ending that was so incoherent. Why does she get to get her perfect job and he doesn't?
Yeah,
He just had to quit to be with her. Why? I mean, she makes cookies. She could have moved with
yeah,
him and he could have bought her that little truck in a different city and made it work. Why did he have to leave his, like his job and just move out to her? And we're pushed to believe that like she's right.
yeah. I don't think she was. Also, I feel like there was two endings to the movie. Like there was the ending where she comes back to him from the airport, which is the biggest cliche. I found it very funny that they kind of wanted to create an airport scene, not
Yeah,
in an airport. It's just as if they didn't have the budget to film in an airport, so they
definitely.
just brought her back from the airport. I think that was so funny. And I feel like there was two endings. So that the movie could have ended there, her coming back and then making up. But then they decided to put like 1 year later in the holidays, and
Mhm.
her getting her truck and everything. And I feel like that was unnecessary. Like why did we see that? We know that they made up, and whatever would have happened in the future, it would have been okay. Like I don't know, it just feels
Mhm.
like they added a little bit too much in the movie.
Yeah.
Even like the dog that was taking away the baby Jesuses, that like that was an unnecessary plot. I don't
Mhm.
see why this was there. So yeah, it was very chaotic in terms of ideas and movies.
Mhm. Um, do you have any good Hallmark movie or Christmas movie recommendation?
Yeah, The Holiday. The Holiday is one of my favorites. Do I have another one? I've watched so many, but I don't like, very few of them really
Mhm.
stayed with me. Besides The Holiday, I feel like The Holiday is one of my favorite. It is. It has all of the cliches as well,
Yeah.
but it's so old and it's so original that I feel like this was the original of all of the cliches. Like it was okay because back then it wasn't a cliche, it was
Mhm.
actually an original idea, at least in my opinion. But yeah, what about you? Do you have a
Um,
special holiday movies?
I didn't watch that many Christmas movies, but the only one that I can think of right now is Anastasia, the cartoon.
Yes,
I just love
I
that.
love it. Yeah, yeah.
Is it a hand animated?
I think it is. I don't know. I'm not sure. It
Anyways,
looks
I
like it
love
is.
that animation. I love the music and that animation. Everything about it is so Christmassy and cute, and it just puts you into such a great mood.
Yeah.
And I'd rather watch that than like watch any Hallmark movies. I'm thinking like all the one that comes to my mind right now are terrible. I'm thinking about one that came out last year, and it's like an Emma Roberts movie where she goes to Italy and runs into, like same synopsis.
I have I watched it?
I don't
I
think so.
honestly don't even remember at this point.
So yeah, I would. say Anastasia is my favorite holiday movie.
Now that you mentioned Anastasia, I'm thinking of The Grinch, and I think The
Oh
Grinch is
yeah, I
such a
love
good
The
holiday
Grinch. Yeah.
movie. It's, I don't know, it's fun, especially the animated one. I mean, yes, Jim Carrey's performance is amazing, but I also love the anime. I love the
Mhm.
music in the animation movie for The Grinch, and yeah, it's such a simple movie, but it's
Mhm.
so fun to watch, and I think that's what's missing. They tried to make Xmas be more of a comedy movie. I just didn't find it that funny.
Same.
Sorry.
Sorry, this is kind of like ruining the
Yeah, the
holiday
holiday
spirit.
spirit.
Yeah.
All right, so do you think there was something good about the movie?
I mean, there were some funny scenes that there weren't that many, but a few of them works. I'm thinking about the goat scene where Ali's is fighting with the goat. I'm also thinking about I really liked the sisters acting and the parents acting. I feel like it worked better than the couples acting because you do find these kind of characters sometimes in real life.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, these are like the few things that work to me. What about
Yeah.
you?
I'm trying really hard to think of something good. I think maybe the filming. There was one funny scene where they accidentally all eat marijuana or
Oh
something.
yeah.
I thought it was funny that they filmed it from a lower angle because it showed that yeah, something's not right here. Like
Mhm.
the angle is wrong, everything else is wrong. I think that was funny. Um, yeah, the other characters, I like the
Mhm.
sister, I like the brother too. I like the parents. I feel like the parents were very kind in terms of
Yeah.
characters, and I like that representation of them. So that's it. But besides that, no, not much. Also, I just remembered the father had like a heart attack by the end of the movie. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, there were so many things happening
Yeah.
that were not really necessary. If they
It's
had
true.
less, I feel like in this movie is a great example that less is more. I feel like they added too much for the
Mhm.
movie, and it just um it didn't make sense a lot of times.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's it.
That's it. That was our review for Xmas.
Hoping that next year there's gonna be better holiday
Mhm.
movies.
Sure.
And yeah, Merry Christmas, everybody. We wish you happy holidays.
Merry Christmas, and
And
please let us know what you think if you watched this movie. And yeah,
yeah, let us know what's your favorite holiday movie.
yeah.
Maybe we'll watch it for next year.
And please like and subscribe, and we'll see you
Yes.
next week for our last video of the year.
Yes.
Yeah.
See you next year. Next year.
Bye.
No, next
Next
week.
week.
Next week for the last video of the year.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yes.